Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. As you can see, Rama is having a great time out in nature. The birds are happy. It's a beautiful morning. It's going to be warm. But, there's just so much craziness in the world right now. Maybe that word's being a little overused. It's just, what can you say about the energies out there? It's the splitting of timelines. It's the reality split that's coming. It's just so evident that you're never going to join the left and the right together. It's just never going to happen. And even people that enjoy being fully in this matrix, even when the matrix, the dark matrix uh, is knowingly using them as a resource, still finding that happiness. Again, the only choice we really have is how we respond to things in this reality. Again, knowing that this is a temporary situation. We don't take the body with us, but we take the experiences with us. We really do. So, valuing the experiences that we go through in life and seeing the worth in those experiences, even the more challenging of them, that's of prime importance, really.
I think that's the number one thing that, looking back when I had, it was somewhere between an NDE and an out-of-body experience, and I was floating in front of Source, and I knew I had a body. It was different, but I knew I still had a body of some kind. That didn't dawn on me that I might be out of my body. I was still me, and the other thing that what I remember looking back on is I didn't lose anything. I had all my things, all my memories, everyone that I loved, everything that I needed was right there with me, right at that place. So really, it can be a peaceful experience, but I don't know that we're destined for a peaceful experience in the 3D. This is a chaotic place.
Especially at this time. Again, the dawning of a new era, new age. It's tumultuous. And, I don't know how we can't comment on all the stuff that's going on geopolitically, because it is designed to cause division primarily. It's all about division. It's, again, as long as we keep fighting amongst each other, it allows the system to keep moving forward. When the big question should be about everything that happened, in the last 5 years, about everything that's been happening when it comes to, certainly the healthcare system, the geopolitical system, the school system, all these systems that have been shown to be, just atrocious abominations, and, exposing that they've never been about what, they were sold to be about, like helping us, helping humans, helping the world, making the world a better place. No, they've always been put into place for something very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, what the system is doing is creating events to distract us in some ways and to keep us divided when we should be coming together. And that's really what's going on at this point. We could see there's bigger division ahead. There's definitely more division directly in front of us than there is unity on the whole. And yet, I do think there is coming together in groups, in smaller groups, in pockets. There are people pulling together with more of what I would call their own tribes, their own soul family, people that view the world in a similar lens. So, yeah, it is spiraling out of control in some ways. And at the same time, there's foundations being laid for something new for those that will not accept the status quo.
Mm-hmm. There, we all have a choice, and it does start within us. And, as above, so below. So we look at what's going on inside of us, and people have been having a difficult time. And if you look external our bodies, There's a war going on. There's a war, a split going on. And I think people are trying to heal, and they're also trying to heal that shadow part of themselves, either split from it or integrate with it. It's going to be one or the other, but the one choice that we do have is that it's going to happen, and it's us. We're the ones who have to either split or integrate.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, we really have to sort out what is of prime importance to us. Where do we want to pick our battles? Because again, it's all about moving to higher ground. And, usually higher ground leads to success in battles. Certainly does when we're talking about escaping the paradigm of this dark control matrix, which has been exposed to a very high degree. Certainly not all the details have come out yet, but at the same time, there's plenty out there. And yet you will have those that are going to willfully look away and would rather be absorbed in it than to look for the higher ground. And this is also part of the reality because even though the earth is going to ascend, not all individuals on the earth are going to ascend. And in fact, some may be very, very incapable of that at this point in time. Then we get into the whole realization that, not all of us that appear to be Homo sapiens sapiens are truly that which we appear to be. And that's a very, very touchy subject. But yes, um, there are sheep in wolves' clothing, or wolves in sheep's clothing,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
should say,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, wolves in sheep's clothing.
Maybe their sheep do need to get in wolf's clothing, though.
Maybe in some ways, again, spiritually strengthening ourselves is absolutely necessary. We need to remove ourselves from the technology at points in time to refresh our connection to the earth, because again, the earth is ascending. And I want to apologize if I'm shaking too much. This is impromptu. But, this is one of those things that is really a symptom of the system, because when we could have AI doing amazing little short movies and recreating what AI would think of different ET races looking like, and you're going to have a lot of people gravitating to that instead of to something that really might help them spiritually, because again, this is what society has been cultivated for. It hasn't been cultivated to go look for deep introspection, to look for real answers. No, it looks for entertainment. It looks for the quick fix. It looks for the drama. It looks for, the magnificent, spectacular headlines that, oh my God, I got to click on this because, this just looks exciting. And yet, when you do a video that's talking about, for instance, true spiritual techniques for growth, um, you only find the small percentage of the population wants to click on that and to really go down that route. But again, it may be a very small percentage of the population, if we're really talking about it, that is going to ascend up and out. Biblically, it's easier to thread a camel through the eye of a needle than to enter the small gate. There's so much that is really hidden there in the scriptures that if you want to really look at it and not just lump it as a mystery of God, and how can we, compare ourselves to God when, again, when we're talking about the real creator, all you need to do is always go within. That's where the answers are. It's not without. It's not going to be, found in something that was written, again, by individuals that do secret society rituals to invoke dark energies into their sphere of being to bring about their manifested desire that they're trying to manifest. It's never going to be there that you will find the answers. There you will find the system. It's inside yourself that you will find the answers. So it's your true willingness to disassociate yourself with the dark matrix, even though we're still operating in it as it is collapsing around us. We want to cultivate that which is going to help us in the long term, especially because If this divergence in the path ahead is as dramatic as some people believe it's going to be, you want to make sure that you are on that high road, because the other road is going to be very, very challenging and bumpy. And when we look to the reality that, yes, you must be born again and to see the kingdom of God, well, again, if you are talking about the higher densities, and reincarnation is a realization, transmigration is actually exactly what happens, because we don't always stay human. Sometimes we have incarnations as other beings. Certainly, the starseed lightworkers out there, of which, yeah, I do think it's the vast majority of those watching our videos. You've had incarnations on other planets and other realms. And even when we look to Earth and think about the different dimensions that exist on Earth, it's immense. There are so many beings here going through these times with us. In fact, we were having this discussion yesterday. I do think that the majority of beings out there, if we're looking at all the different dimensions and worlds that are out there, do have the conscious ability to shift themselves into different frequencies. Think about that. We've been locked on a frequency dial where all it's playing all the time is country music or rap music, if you want to use the equation of a radio, the old-fashioned dial. When other people out there can change the channel at will, we can't change the channel. We haven't had that understanding. Wouldn't it be wonderful if humanity can change the channel that they're on? They've been told they can't change their channel. They have to listen to one type of music, one radio station, 24/7, 365. No, you don't. You have choices. You can change the channel, but it does take effort. It does take work. And will we, put that work in? That's the big question.
I know this 3D can be very, very difficult to navigate, but we do have what it takes to navigate, and everything starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts are so very important. Thoughts are things, and uh, that's just something that I cannot express strong enough. If you're thinking about bad things, you really want to do your best to find the silver lining in anything.
Yes, absolutely. Look for the silver lining. So, again, our focus is of prime importance. As always, guys, thank you so much for your love and your words of wisdom. And if you do need to make an appointment with us, it's evolutionaryenergyarts@gmail.com, or you could reach out again through evolutionaryenergyarts.com, our website, or through Patreon.
And
Source Bless.
oops, I was just going to mention, and if you've already had a session with us, you can just shoot a text and make another
Yes,
one.
if you already have our number, then just text. That is definitely the best way to go. Source Bless and Namaste.
Namaste.